Today, I'm going to talk about what the future of sales, marketing, and content really is. So, basically, if you have not been very much aware of things, nowadays there has been a lot of implementation of AI workflows. Previously, we had things such as Anytime and Make.com, which used to develop automations, and there were, of course, a lot of things that were developed using that GTM strategies, content strategies, email marketing, content marketing, so a lot of things. Now people are moving towards AI workflows. So when we are talking about AI workflows, it can do marketing, it can create content engines, it can create email marketing engines, it can do everything that you can think of. Now, when we are moving past those automation softwares, we have workflows which can be developed in any backend language. It can be in Python, it can be in Node, it can be in any other language as well. So basically, those are also being maintained by backups operations. So this is the total background of what AI workflows are, and what is the best tool, in my own opinion, is Cloud Code. So when we are talking about Cloud Code, it gives us a lot of functionalities. Now, if we talk about Anthropic Cloud, it basically gives us a chatbot, it basically gives us a co-work, and it also gives us, a place to code. So we have all three functionalities under the same umbrella, and it gives us a lot of different functionalities and a lot of different skill sets based on that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to develop a simple workflow today, which brings in information from API, LinkedIn comments, and other social media comments. And based on those comments, what we are going to do is we are trying to enrich and find owners of those comments. And when we find them, we are going to find their emails. And based on that, when we have emails, we are going to verify those emails. We are going to take the website, we are going to develop a scraper and bring in information for those websites. And at the end, we are going to start an email campaign. To start work on this, the first thing you are going to need is Visual Studio Code. If you don't have it installed, you can just go to Google and you can just write download Visual Studio Code, and whatever the first link is, you can just click on it and you can just download it from here. If you have already installed it, the second thing is you need to bring in Cloud Code into this. And for that, you can go here and you can just write Cloud Code and click on that and then install it from here. And once this is installed, you can just add its extension, and it's just very easy to add your own account into it. If you don't have an Anthropic account, you should go to Anthropic and create an account. So once that is done, what you need to do is you need to come here in the origin and just open up a folder. You can create a new file as well, and again you can bring in other GitHub repos if you have done work related to this as well. Before moving forward, let me open up Whisperflow as well. I just forgot it. Anyways, so I have created a folder already. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just open up that folder. Now, once that is opened, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a Cloud Code chat right here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk here and tell it what exactly do I want to build. Hey, we want to build something that is used a lot for GTM sales. So basically what you need to do is in the first step, you need to go to Epify and you need to bring in content related to LinkedIn posts and related to social media posts. So for example, if there is a topic, you should find actors that are relevant and bring in scraping data for them. And once all of that data is present, then you should try to bring in another actor. And with the help of that actor, what you are going to do is you are going to enrich the data and bring in their email, their website, and everything else. And once that is done, the next step is to just email verification with the help of Million Verifier. And after that is complete, in the next step, what you need to do is you need to write a warm-up message for those people, and based on the data that is coming from the posts, right? And there is no need for web scraping, I believe. And once that is done, you can just push all of that into a email campaign in instantly. So why don't you tell me how exactly do we need to implement that, and what is your plan for that? So as you can see, I have sent it this information. The first step, it is asking me this. So I'll click on yes. And one very important thing in this is that I am in a plan mode. So first thing, it is asking me how do you want it to be developed. So I would say that let's develop it in Python. For email tool, I will ask it instantly. For a model, I will ask it to use OpenAI. Now, for anyone who does not know all of these platforms, this is basically Cloud. Other than this is the million verifier that we are going to use to verify accounts. This is API that we are going to use to scrap data of and also scrap emails. This is instantly that we are going to use to add campaign. Again, I'm not going to do that here, and everyone knows about OpenAI, so you can find the API keys at platform.openai. So these are the four things that I'm utilizing. Anyways, as you can see, it is doing its job. It is going, it is bringing in agents, it is bringing in different type of actors, and once those actors are there, it will try to bring in data from them. So if you want to do that, it is just coming here and just copying this and just coming back here and giving that actor right here, that this is an actor that you should use. So I would recommend you to go into Epify and test these different actors and see how they perform. You can test them directly from here as well if you want to, right? So you can just select the LinkedIn post, select the company and everything, and then limit can be added. And once you have all that information, you can just create, save and start, and it will give you an output based on that, right? So this is the input of everything inside that API, and this is that same thing in JSON form. So you can just come here and you can just try to do this by yourself and see how these actors work on. Let's go back. Maybe we have something done. Okay, so now it is on instantly. It is now at email verification API. Hopefully it is done with instantly. And now it is going to see the email verification API. Again, when you will be implementing it, maybe it might take a little bit less time, because this is where it takes a lot of time. And for me, uh, my GitHub was not logged in, so that also made sure that I was not getting anything right. So just bear with me for a sec, and you can always fast forward this part. So another important thing is, now it is going in and it is bringing in input schema of this sector that is going to use. Let's just click on here to see. So this is the actor that it is going to use, and yeah, it looks good. It looks good. So its cost is right here, which is $1.5 for 1,000 posts, and so it looks like a pretty good actor. And search LinkedIn posts with advanced filter by targeted profiles or companies. Yeah, it makes sense to use that. And these are the search queries for it. This is the JSON, and this is the description. So in the first step, it's going to go there, and then it's going to scrap its emails, and then it's going to verify its emails, and then it's going to, you know, move to the next part, writing a small warm up for them, and then creating a campaign. It is now creating a GTM sales pipeline for us. So this is the pipeline. So this is the architecture it has created. What it is saying is that in the .env file, we'll have all the APIs, and then we have the requirements, main.py file, and we have one scraper for bringing in LinkedIn posts, another scraper for enrichment, another for email verification. So this is step 3, which will be via median verifier. This is step 4 to generate as icebreaker, and this is step 5 to add everything to instantly compare. Right. So now what I'm going to ask it is that, hey, accept this plan. And so what I'm going to ask it is that maybe you can just, go on and leave million verifier, and you can just create an Excel sheet for that, right? For now. Anyways, so now that we have accepted it, let's see where it goes. So now all of that is done, and it is telling us that this is what is already built, and things to know that instantly template will have this and all of that stuff. So now it has created everything for us, and I'll just ask it to have a dev sample.env file, and if you want to see, you can see that this is all of that main.py in which all the code is written. So I will just ask it to create a separate .env file. So these are all the API keys. What I'll do now is I'll just, bring in my own API keys and just update them, and then we can run them later, right? So that's it. Now you should be able to run everything. So run the code, and once the code is ran, you'll see how it is working. So that's it. That's all for now. And this is how you can develop your own custom GTM system, which will have all of these things present. It will bring in all the information from, LinkedIn, and it will bring that information and create emails for you, and then at the end send those emails as well. So now the only thing that is left is just to run it to see how it is going. So that's it for today. Thank you very much.